There you are.
This little fella is lost? Well, if you have to take him back to his friends, it can't be.
You found the first chocobo chick.
We have the most my fine... It has been a pleasure.
This theater is the home of Houston. We'll get it restored.
No time for hesitation. You think you can be forgiven? Time can't be stopped. Your time is over. We'll all be reborn. Time to repent. I found you.
Ah, good, good. He was a hungry stray, so I've been looking after him and feeding.
You've got two. Now to find the other four. Good luck.
How's my little chocobo fan doing? Are you treating it well?
type to have just one love for life.
Lord Snow was using his powers as an
There you are.
Was this little one waiting on you? Because he's been here. I only know because I've been sitting here for ages as well. The fool I called...
Light, that's 3 down. You're halfway there.
There you are.
Oh, my parents found her, but I don't know where. Brought her home and said they were gonna grill her with salt. So but if you're the real owner...
That's 4 of them. Only 2 to go.
The fallacy provides the basics, but if we want to enjoy the real...
Why don't we go work with the volunteers who are trying to make you here?
Now, where did you...
I found you.
Oh, so this little chick belongs to you. Well, you're...
That's 5 chicks. You only need 1 more.
Welcome. Welcome to Yusong, everybody.
There you are.
Wow, seriously? I found him stuck inside one of the luggage carts. I read every regulation, but there wasn't a single... But now I can report in the logbook to the lost animal. Go on.
That's it, number 6. You should take the chicks back to where Primrose is waiting. She should be in the Augur's quarter.
I'm so happy someone came to take home the little guy. It's incredible.
I hear Lord Snow looks better.
Lord Snow was using... If you want money for your components, look no further.
Prove that you can regain lost hopes and dreams in the glittering city of Yusong.
I've got some good news for you. I found all of your missing friends.
You have? And all 6 of them? They're safe and sound? Thank you. What a kind human you are. Look, can you see? My friends are saying thank you as well.
You're welcome.
When the first chaos swept us away, I didn't know what to do, so I prayed. I prayed for someone to help me, and that I wouldn't be taken away from my friends.
Don't lose them again.
Oh, I won't, I can promise you that. We're never gonna let that happen again. And now it's time...
Light, do you know what happened here?
Beats me. I'm just as surprised about this as you are. Maybe the person we talked to was just an illusion, created by this little one's desire to be with her friends again.
The restaurants in the Gluttons Quarter will practice writing a screenplay for the sequel.
People were able to rebuild their lives.
The savior
It's
of
pretty neat.
only the finest quality here in our drinks and our women.
I want to wish everyone luck.
I didn't get a chance.
So pretty. I want it.
Why don't you take a look at them? See something? Oh, thanks a lot.
We've got the finest stock. Come back soon.
I have a great selection.
Oh, I'm so...
Can anyone save me? Is that you? It is, isn't it? You're the Knight of Light. Perhaps you could help me where others could not.
That depends on what you want me to do. So who are you?
Perhaps you have heard of me and my work. I am the man who uses forbidden alchemy to create the ensorcelled machine.
Alchemists investigate the very essence of souls and life, the original natural philosophers. Alchemy is an ancient discipline with many rules and laws. And it pains me to confess, I broke one of the most sacrosanct taboos of all.
Look, if it's forgiveness you're after, why don't you talk to the priests?
I seek redemption, but no priest can provide it. Behold, the fruits of my crime, the sorcery machine that I created.
That's your doing? That thing powered by chaos?
I had a feeling you'd understand. You could see its essence, can't you? Please, help me. Help us all. You have to...
The killings are not gonna end until someone stops that thing. And it looks...
Thank you. You're my last hope. Although it's grown far stronger than I ever imagined it would, with each victory.
Bloodsport fans, let me hear you! Our ultimate challenger is taking on the ultimate foe. The scourge of the slaughterhouse has defeated every other foe. Give it up for the indomitable Knight of Light! Lightning, it's your time!
back to where you belong. Thanks for waiting. Going to change course. I will fight evil. I'm walking fate's path.
Lightning takes the victory! You come to the slaughterhouse to see a show, and lightning delivers! We're witnessing history tonight! Come on, fans, let's hear you roar!
Oh, how can I ever thank you enough? The machine has been defeated, and at last his soul can rest in...
You talk about that machine as if it was a living thing.
No, of course not. But that one... The truth is, my brother's soul...
Your brother?
It was my doing. Alchemy it was forbidden magic. I knew that, but I yearned to try it. I took the soul of my living brother and placed it inside the machine.
That's madness. Why would you do something like that?
When people stopped dying of old age, I lost sense of the true value of life. When I carried out that experiment, it wasn't just my brother who died. Now that my brother's soul has been released at last, there's only one thing left for me. I must pay the ultimate price.
You want to believe that dying will absolve you, but you know that's not true. It's the coward's way out, that's all. If you really care about redemption, then you have no choice but to keep on living. You have to regret what you did for the rest of your life, until the end comes.
And if I do that, if I live for eternity suffering the guilt of my crime, will I find forgiveness in the end? Will the guilt ever be lifted?
I wish I could promise it will. But either way, you owe it to yourself and the men who died, whether or not it brings forgiveness.
Some of the residents of the Augur's Quarter up and left for a different part of the world. You can have fun in Yusnan even without the play.
Whoa, what's this?
The Augur's Quarter is a mess. Everything needs to be rebuilt.
If you want money for this,
The guy I can't sound.
Do you see that girl with the baton? I think I'm falling.
completely hopeless. Maybe I should just give up. I practice and practice, but no one cares.
No one cares about what?
Oh, you heard that, huh? Well, the thing is... Wow, look at you.
What is it?
I'm sorry. It's just that, well, you have the most amazing look. And it's like you have this incredible aura that screams, look at me! I mean, I bet people stare at you all the time. God, you're so lucky. What's your secret?
I have no idea what you're talking about. I don't have any secret. Why don't you take a breath and calm down for a second?
Right, I'm sorry. It's just that I got so excited. See, the thing is, I need people to pay attention to me. It's not that I'm vain or anything. I'm trying to make it as a baton twirler. I've gotten really good at it too. I can twirl with the best of them, but I can't call myself a performer without an audience.
It's not exactly my field, but have you tried working on your look? Improving your stage presence?
Yeah, not so much. I spend all my time practicing the baton dawn to dusk. I've never had time to learn about clothes and fashion and things.
Neither have I. Trust me.
Shut up. That's not true, is it? I mean, look at you. And look at me. I wouldn't even know where to start. Wait! I have a fantastic idea. You wouldn't be able to help me accessorize, would you? Can you collect adornments for me? If I see enough of them, it might trigger my dormant fashion sense.
I wouldn't want to give out fashion advice, but if it's just collecting things, I guess I can do...
Really? I mean, I've heard of adornments, of course. Can you just collect a bunch and show me what...
You can buy adornments from merchants. I also hear some people hand them out for free. Once you've collected a few, take them back to show the girl.
Wow! I can't believe you were able to collect... Now I get it! I know what I'm gonna go change. Okay, be completely honest. What do you think? Is this my new look? Am I new and improved?
It's good. A definite improvement.
Phew, I was hoping you'd say that. I know, there's still room for improvement. I still have a lot. So, I hate to ask you for another. This is a really awesome start, but I need more inspiration. Well, I see someone's been busy. Wow! Wait, hang on. Yes! I've got it! Another great flash of inspiration. Hang on while I change. Oh, no. What do you think? Pretty far out, huh? I've never dressed like this before. Oh, geez. You don't think it's too much, do you?
Depends on what you're trying to do. If you want attention and a bigger...
Maybe you're right, but it's still not perfect. Look, I hate to ask, but can you run up? I'm almost there, I know it, but I need one more jolt of inspiration. Another great home. Oh, I can feel it. Here it comes, which means it's time to slip in. What do you think? Say goodbye to the old lame Candace.
I don't know exactly what I'm looking at, but it's effective. There's no question about that. I can't tear my eyes away. Don't know what else to say besides the fact that it leaves an impression.
Oh, I can see it now. All those people staring at me. Now that I have everyone's attention, are you ready for the most amazing...
Well done, Light. But what are you gonna do with all those adornments? Maybe you could wear them yourself. If you followed her lead, you could attract just as much attention.
Hope, that's the worst idea you've ever had.
Gosh, restaurants in the Glutton's Quarter will open their doors as usual.
If you want money, listen, godless libertines! Hear the names of the gods!
Seems like something's troubling you.
Are you like a mind reader or something? Are you a witch? How could you tell? How could you tell?
I could hear you talking to yourself.
Oh, you mean I said all of that out loud? I don't like bothering people with my problems. I usually bottle it up. I guess it slipped out.
Why don't you try sharing with me? It might make you feel better, and maybe I can help.
You wouldn't mind? Well, as long as you keep it a secret. You're friends with the Baton Girl, right? I'm talking about... The thing is, I've been a huge fan of hers since way before she became as popular as she is. Watching her twirl that baton with a big smile on her face, it fills my heart with... The simple fact is, I adore her. I'm totally smitten, and I've decided to confess my love. Any day now.
So, why?
Because she might turn me down. Or even worse, think I'm a creep. Then I couldn't sit here and watch her anymore. But I've got to do something. I can't go on living like this. So that's what guys do, right? She's obviously into fashion, so I'm going to give her an adornment. You know.
Sounds like a good plan. What are you waiting?
I want to. But the adornment I want is so popular that you have to be at the shop right now. But I always have to work then, and I can't afford to take time off.
All right. I'll go and buy it.
You will? Thanks. Here's the flyer from the shop. It has all the details you need. Oh, and don't forget to get it wrapped. With a ribbon and everything.
Light, you're being unusually kind to these two.
Are you saying I'm usually not kind to people? I'm not sure what it is. There's just something about them that makes me want them to get together.
In that case, the right present should do the trick, I'd say. And I don't think he'll act without one.
Listen to you. All of a sudden you're an expert on love? I haven't seen this side of you before, Hope.
I must know these things for a reason. Perhaps more memories that God has suppressed. Anyway, back to your quest. It looks like the adornment Temessa wants is sold by a shop in the Champion's Quarter. It sells out fast, so you should aim to be there right when the shop opens. Got it?
I saw a girl who looked just like my girlfriend walking with another man.
This is a broadcast from the Recreation and Leisure Committee. Today's festivities are over. Thank you for enjoying Thank you for enjoying our hospitality. We would like to remind you that sleeping on the streets is both dangerous and illegal. Please return to your hotels immediately.
I concoct 4 to 5...
Ah, there you are. It didn't.
Interesting. Very, very interesting. It appears that...
Well, it was kind of refreshing, but the effect was pretty subtle. It didn't lift curses.
Refreshing? That would suggest a positive influence on your state of mind, just as I anticipated. I still believe my theory is sound. It is a simple matter of tweaking the ratios of the recipe. I'll make another batch right now.
You want me to test it again?
Of course I do. An alchemist does not give up the search for truth because of one little setback. No, science must plow forward through stormy seas no matter what, and you will join me on this journey of discovery. There, my new and improved concoction. Nectar Mark II. Use it in your next...
See something? Oh, thanks a lot. See something? Oh, thanks a lot.
Come in and
I help out with the performances that are held here.
Why don't we go work with the volunteers? We're trying to make it here.
It's no good. Welcome! A customer! This is so exciting! What can I get you?
Well, what do you...
Anything you want. How about the chef's special made from top-quality recycled materials? Deep-fried niblet hairballs.
Are you sure that's actually edible?
Oh, yes, it definitely won't kill you, I can guarantee it. And since you're my first customer in days, no charge.
Nothing ventured.
That's the spirit. Take the plunge. Well, does it make your taste buds sing? Are you...
This is...
Too tart? Too much salt, perhaps?
No, it's actually really good.
God! I mean, of course it's good. I knew you'd love it. I've been working on the recipe for weeks. Unfortunately, it's not very nutritious. People are more health conscious these days, which is ironic.
Nutritious or not, you'd think that more people would come back for this.
I think it must be me. I just don't have a head for business, no matter how hard I work. I've been living on the brink of financial ruin for years now.
You've got the chops to be a good cook, though. Why don't you try to find yourself a partner?
Now that you mention, I hear there's a famous food expert here in Yusnan. Apparently he's I'll bet... No, I know he could help me, but how do I...
And what is it?
Gordon Gourmet. Despite his fame, he's hard to track down. If you do happen to run into him, could you tell him about CDs?
Gordon Gourmet.
You are far too kind. Thank you so much.
Tell me, are you the famous food...
Possibly. I do boast a certain renown in culinary circles. It cannot be denied. I see. CD's restaurant, you say? I do hate to see a good restaurant go undiscovered.
So, will you help him out? I can take you right there.
Oh, no. CD's restaurant? I'm afraid you will have to find someone else. I'm sorry.
I can't persuade you?
Impossible. This city is overflowing with restaurants crying out for the deft helping hand of Gordon Gourmet. Right, my rule. I have an ironclad policy. I cannot help...
You just made that up, didn't you? Just give me some advice now and I'll pass it along to the owner.
That sounds reasonable. I mean, I'd hate to see a restaurant serving except... If I give advice, I need to make sure that it is communicated. And that means my messenger has to understand the...
Well, I guess that rules me out. I don't know the first...
Oh, you don't have to be a top chef, or even a garde-manger. All you need is a discerning palate. Practically anyone can acquire one with a little training.
I'm not sure what you mean by a discerning palate, but I don't think I have one.
Trust me when I say it can be found. In fact, a tour of the best establishment...
Here at the banquet of...
Hello, welcome.
Business is good.
It is, thank you. Word of our shop's special flavor has quickly spread through word of mouth. This city is known for its gourmet restaurants, but none can hold a candle to the chefs we have assembled in our kitchens.
The best chefs in the city, huh? Lackley mentioned his missing fiancé was a great cook. I wonder.
Ma'am, is there...
I hope so. I'm looking for someone by the name of Filiana. Does this ring look...
Oh, yes, yes, of course. I recognize that. The woman was a wonderful cook, though the strange thing is, I never knew her by that.
She may have assumed another name. Was the woman you knew beautiful enough to turn the head of...
Now, this is taking... She was no doubt a very handsome woman, but very advanced in age. I suppose she must have been beautiful enough to turn heads once, but she was undeniably an old woman. Of course, we are all old now, that we don't age, but she must have been quite elderly already when time stopped for all of us.
An old woman? I suppose that can't be Lackley's lost fiancée, but where is she now?
I'm afraid I don't know. The lady in question, I believe she moved to Luxarian.
Do you know how to reach her?
Unfortunately, I don't know that woman's name or anything else about her. She was a young woman, and if I recall correctly, wearing a rather unusual hat.
I see. Lackley's ring ended up on the finger of a beautiful but old woman. It's possible Filiana sold the ring. I'm not looking forward to telling Lackley about it, but he deserves the truth. He needs to know.
Welcome.
Step right up! Get the...
Raw, broiled, boiled. Every one of our fish is...
Come on! Step right up!
Huh?
You don't know who Gordon Gourmet is?
Come enjoy the help. Even kids who hate green. Vitamins in vegetables are determined by their color. You want a wide variety for a well-balanced diet.
That was useful information, but you still have more to learn. You should visit more restaurants in the Glutton's Quarter.
Feeling weary? Every one of our fish is... We get our seafood fresh every morning. Comes straight out of... A chef is even more important when preparing uncooked dishes.
Light, I'm glad you're enjoying all the food, but I hope all these rich meals don't slow you down.
Step right up! Get the...
Our meat is shipped directly from the wildlands. We use only natural ingredients. Grilling and roasting are the best. The key is knowing how to... And we do that better than anyone else.
You're gonna be a real food connoisseur by the time this is over. You just have 3 more restaurants left to visit.
Potion!
Welcome! From the elegant simplicity of straight spirits on the rocks to complex and fruity concoctions with little umbrellas. Cocktails can be served, chilled. Everyone has their own preferences. We encourage...
2 more places, Light, and you'll have managed to sample all the popular restaurants of the Glutton's Quarter.
Welcome. Our customers come here to put down their shopping bag. We put a lot of love into our cakes, and that's what makes them so good. They're like...
Almost there, Light. You have 1 more restaurant left to visit.
Welcome, everyone. Welcome.
When offering a complete dining, one must always anticipate. I am constantly assessing the dining space from the viewpoint of my customers. The comfort our customers want.
Well, you visited all the best restaurants. What do you say, Light? Do you feel like you've learned all there is to know?
Listening to scraps of advice from chefs won't make me an expert. Besides, most of what they told me was common sense, and they didn't tell me anything I hadn't heard before.
Maybe you should go back and talk to a real expert.
Well, how goes the culinary tour?
I did what you suggested. I visited the top restaurants in the neighborhood.
That is excellent news. So now let me give you the advice I promised. If CD's restaurant wants to turn its business around... wait, let me ask you something first. You've eaten at CD's and at the best establishments in Yusnan. Why don't you tell me what you think is the main difference between the two? I'd be interested to hear your opinion.
Why? Is this some kind of test?
Yes, exactly. Now tell me, what did all the successful restaurants have in common that...
Let me see. Everyone I spoke to was helpful. They seemed honest and open. I don't think they were lying to me, but something.
Oh, would you care to...
Well, it almost felt like they were hiding something from the customers. But it wasn't as if they were deliberately lying or trying to deceive anyone. In fact, I don't think they realized it themselves. They thought they were telling me everything they knew. Yes, that's it. It was unconscious, like an instinct. They were hiding something, but they weren't doing it deliberately at all. I'd say the very best chefs, restaurant managers, and bartenders all share some kind of secret. It's like a special ingredient that makes their food stand out from the others.
What a wonderful deduction. You have hit the nail on the head. To think you discovered... It is as you say. The best, most successful restaurants have a certain je ne sais quoi, a secret... And finding that something, that is what I do best. In other words, if the restaurant does not already have a special something...
Then what about CD's? Do you think you can help him?
I can tell you this. The chef there already knows his secret. The talent is there to make that restaurant... Unfortunately for him, the secret spice that gives his dishes flair is extremely rare. He cannot... Let me be specific. Once upon a time, CD's recipes all featured the spice commonly known as civet musk. But then supplies dried up and the restaurant fell into a lot...
You seem to know a lot about CD's.
Well, a long time ago... Let's just say we have a close history and leave it at that.
Fine by me. All I need to know is that if I can find this spice, the restaurant should start bringing in customers.
Yes, exactly. The problem is the spice is not easy to find. In fact, the only way to acquire it would be to do... Such a shame. All for want of a single spice his restaurant is...
So it turns out this civet musk is a precious commodity. Why don't you let Gordon Gourmet know you have some? He can tell you what to do next. Keep your eye on the clock. It's nearly time to get you back up here.
We promise to deliver the utmost in service within our hotel.
The chaos is everywhere. Be careful.
We promise to deliver... Welcome. Safe journeys.
In half an hour, you'll be transported back to the Ark. Light, you have to be in the Ark at 6 o'clock every morning to regulate the time distortion.
If you're in the market for something, welcome to the... Thanks for dropping in.